Anyone else notice that Yu-Gi-Oh is slowing down? Not on the competitive play side. Let me explain here. The Sworn Deck Box is almost out for the Field Center bonus. I'll leave a link down below so you guys can grab yours today. And I must say, I'm actually enjoying getting the chance to make these deck box projects. I think this has by far been one of my favorite pieces so far. So leave a link down below for you guys to grab yours today. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Now, I want to point out something interesting that you might be like, oh my god, Robbie just said that the game's slowing down. No, product is kind of slowing down right now. Actually, I don't know if you guys remember last summer, but you slammed LOB, Spell Ruler. You had that reprint set with the Egyptian gods introducing Quarter Century to the TC. Anybody else remember that? People also told me that that set was going to be a failure, but it's also the only reprint set that existed for, was it Legacy of Darkness? And those cards are insanely crazy value as it is now, because they didn't reprint it outside of that set. So reprints of that booster pack are actually like insane value. Like, I know people don't want to hear this. They just want Yu-Gi-Oh to go to zero, bottom out, and they want everything to be worthless. But that's not the reality of the situation here. So you fast forward to this year. Okay, it's a different year. We're still in the 25th anniversary, by the way. I know 25th anniversary's been going for like 2 years now. Most of these style of things tend to go 2 years. Also, you got to remember they're running this through like the TCG and the OCG. So, you know, technically the OCG does have this plus the OCG. So you have two different 25th anniversaries. You know what I mean? So I do want to point that out here that, you know, we are kind of running simultaneously here with this. So let's fast forward to this year. So you've had one core set, one side set, right? And then March is, okay, so you've had two sets for the Arabi. It's February right now. I know. Okay, so you've had two sets. March is like nothing. Okay, you have a Speed Duel set. Okay, sorry. All right. The thing is, like, Speed Duel's passable. Wait, you have the Legendary Battle of whatever reprint set. Yeah, that set's good for the stores that are opening it because everybody doesn't want to pick everything up from it. You know, you have the Yubels getting reprinted in there. It is a very skippable set to the average player, but to the people out here that were looking at Yubel cards, it was $105 to buy Yubel cards. I'm not spending $105 to pick up play sets of Yubel. After the reprint, they're $15. Photon Lord got the reprint. No matter how much we look at this set and we go, this is dog shit. Why? We need reprints. All right. That is all there is to it. And I think most of the community, too much energy from that. Too much Robbie Smash vibes this morning. The thing is, like, it might be skippable, but like, okay, sure. So two major sets, a skippable set. Most people are going to skip out on the Speed Duel set. So it puts us at the end of April. We get our next core set. And then Rarity Collection 2. Okay. Product is better spaced out this year. Product feels less here. I mean, when you have from mid-February to the end of April, you have an 8-9 week span where there's no real product that's going to change the game. Well, players, for the first time in a very long time, I've heard players go, wow, my wallet we can breathe. You know, like, this is the time where you need to, how dare I say this, but this is the time where you need to start saving up for Rarity Collection, because we're going to get all Scammerino Bamabino'd out here, and it's going to be Ghosts from the Past too. Everybody's going to be like, oh, I can't believe I didn't see this. The writing's been on the wall this entire time. Up the price, success of the product, they know people are going to buy it, and it just Ghosts from the Past 2 all over again. But that community's still not ready for that conversation yet. I think once the reality sets in on the set, when the dust settles, it'll be there. So what is that? The first 5 months of the year? We've had, 6 sets, but one's a Speed Duel set that doesn't really count. It's like older specific reprints. Battles of Legend, 1 core reprint set. And then 4 sets? Okay. it still averages out to like a set a month, but like you're not slamming out these 2 to 3 monthers. You know, like if you're pushing out 2 to 3 sets a month, people, it's not 2021, 2022 anymore. You know, people had a lot, contrary to popular belief, people had more money in those days. And after 2023 leaves here, we do continue to see more people having less and less money. And I think Konami, they're starting to realize that they can't do what Magic was doing, you know, pumping out the infinite game pieces out here, tanking their own market. You guys might not know this or really even care to know this, but like the cost of Yu-Gi-Oh! Bulk, if stores are not paying, what was it, 15 per 1,000? Yeah, contrary to popular belief. Or it was, if you were really, really in good, I think you could get, what was it, $20 per 1,000? Stores right now are paying $10 per 1,000, which is raw a penny a card, which is bad. All right, like if it's all a result of if the ecosystem is printing too much, then all of the bulk is dragging down prices. And I know a lot of people don't look at all sectors of the market, but if Konami's printing too much product and bulk is worth nothing, then that's a tall tale screaming sign that there's something wrong. All right, and I'm not saying that they've totally fixed the system right now. I'm just saying for 2024, things look a lot better. Now, I am a little bit concerned how tins are going to work this year. I'm also a little bit concerned about June, July reprint sets. Cashing in on that SP equity before, you know, tins and doing a double reprint of it. I'm very curious where they're going to put this stuff, because we do have a light duels pack coming out in Japan, which means you're going to get that here. We don't have a starter deck announcement yet. We have zero clue as to where in the Infernoid. You know, by this point in the format, Japan already had Infernoid, Ritual Beast, and everything. Meanwhile, the TCG's like, you know. Also, Lost Arts. I don't know if anybody hasn't noticed this yet, but it's February, going into March. We, no Lost Arts. And you can't tell me that Konami doesn't have Lost Arts to pull from, because we don't have the Evil Tubes. We're missing half of the Sky Striker stuff. Juggernaut Max, you know, Libe, the little unicorn thing. You know, we have alt arts, and they've proven to us that they can do alt arts. Like they did the Zexal stuff, and their Mystic Tomato is nowhere to be seen. You can't tell me that Konami didn't have, you know, Lost Arts, that they couldn't go, hey, let's pull 1 or 2 of these for people, because they do. They're there. That's just something that nobody else has really noticed yet. There has been a very apparent slowdown on product, and it's just it's good. I'm glad, even though, okay, so like right now we're in like, I think it's 10 weeks left to fire, 9 weeks left to fire at this point, and that's fine. Like, not every format has to be good. A lot of people are comparing this format to Zoo, but that's a story for another day. Product is slowed down. There's no Lost Arts right now, which is kind of interesting. There's a lot of missing stuff for this year. I don't know how Konami's going to do tins this year, which honestly, tins the last few years have been a failure. But if they actually, if they keep on the reprint schedule that they're on, honestly, shout out here, by the way, to Rarity Collection 3. Konami, if you do a Rarity Collection 3, very real topic here. I don't know what you can put in there to make people buy the product. You're reprinting staples in a very alarming pace, which is good. But Horus cards, SP, you know, once you reprint those, that's it. There's nothing holding up the high-end market. So, which means, why am I going to spend $120 on cards when everything's 5-10 cents, maybe 30 cents out here for the little rarity stuff? Just throwing that out there. The math doesn't check out. I'm not going to spend $130, $140 on a box when I can just go buy singles for the cheap stuff. The price does not warrant the value of the product, but story for another day. There are a lot of stories for another days here, but Anybody else find everything happening right now to be kind of interesting? I'm just happy for a slowdown on people's wallets and overall a chance to breathe. It's been a very long time since we've had the chance to enjoy this. Take advantage of it. So please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Where are the Lost Arts at, though? Konami, you guys have a good rest of your day, alright? Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.